Hi guys, this is Tom from freebetstats.com. This video is going to talk about BetFair's current casino bonus, which is for £10 free with absolutely no deposit required. I've loaded up the numbers and some of the key terms and conditions on the screen here. Terms and conditions are actually really long, so what I've done is pulled out the turnover table and then some of the other key conditions on the left. I've put an expected profit here of £6.40 and expected return on investment of infinite. That's infinite because we don't need to make any deposit whatsoever. We get the £10 just for signing up. However, the numbers on this one are really interesting and I cover them in more detail towards the end of the video. So I'd suggest people watch through if they're interested in seeing how we got to that expected profit and the likelihood of making a profit on this one. The free bet amount's £10. Once it's been awarded, so as soon as we've registered, basically, it will expire after 3 days if it's not used. Players signing up with Nutella School on Money Bookers are eligible, and you shouldn't actually need to put in any payment details. You can skip that, and you should still get awarded the bonus. The turnover requirement is 10 times. What that means is that I would have to bet 10 times £10, so £100 in total, in order to clear the bonus and be able to withdraw it. However, this is subject to the weightings table on the right, which I'll come on to in just a moment. The final condition I've got on the left is that there's a winnings cap of £25. That means that if you do win, after you've completed any turnover requirements, if you won more than £25, you'd only be able to keep £25 of the winnings. So on the right, this table's come out of the BetFair terms and conditions, and this is a weightings table. So we said on the left that I need to bet 10 times the free bet amount, so £100. However, it can be more than this depending on what game I play. So if you see the top of the table on the right, the percent stake contributing to bonus requirement is 100%. That means that I need to bet £100 max. However, if I scroll down to something like blackjack, sorry, you can't see my mouse on this recording, but that's got a percentage stake of 10%, meaning that, and you can see even on the column on the right, I'd have to bet a total of £1,000 before I clear the bonus. Now in the last section of the video I talk about playing perfect strategy blackjack because that is effectively the most profitable way of clearing this one. However, you'll see, and again discussed towards the end in more detail, because of the size of this free bet, the chance of a player being able to guarantee themselves a profit without having to go to a bet size of pennies is relatively small, and therefore I'd suggest if people take this bonus, they just have fun with it and hope that they win. To be awarded the free bets, we need to take 2 steps. The first step is to clear our cookies. This is required to ensure that when we click on the promo link we get directed to the correct promotion. To do that in Internet Explorer, I'll go to Settings and then Internet Options, Delete, make sure that cookies and website data is checked, and then press Delete and OK. In Firefox I'll go to Settings, History, Clear Recent History, select everything from the drop down and just ensure that cookies is checked and then clear now. In Chrome I'll go to Settings, History, Clear Browsing Data, ensure that the beginning of time is checked and cookies and other site and plugin data is checked, then clear browsing data. Once we've cleared our cookies, the second step is quite simple and it's just to register. In order to do this, I'm going to navigate to freebetstats.com, and in the casino offers there's 2 here, but I'm going to click on this top one for a £10 free bet and claim your free bet now. So this should open the BetFair offer page in a new tab, and once that's loaded up I'm going to click on join now, and that should load up a registration form. This is self-explanatory to fill out, and you can see that the promo code actually fills itself out here as CAST10. Once that's finished, you'll be prompted to make a deposit, but you can skip that step and then the £10 bonus should be already waiting in your account. If it's not there, you can get hold of the online chat people, or you may need to click on the promotions tab and then opt into the bonus. In the last part of this video, I'm going to talk about the numbers behind this free bet. So we saw previously our expected profit mathematically came to £6.40. It was an infinite return investment. I've put in here a table on time to clear bonus and a table on win amount and chance. So all of these numbers have assumed that I'm going to play perfect strategy blackjack, and that the house edge on that is 0.36%, which is kind of standard if the house rules are standard, and I've estimated that I can play 10 hands a minute. Realistically, that's going to depend on how good you are at sort of multi-tabling blackjack tables. But I've shown here, I know I need to make £1,000 total bet to clear the bonus. So what I've shown here is bet sizes of 10, 5, 1 and 50p. How long it would take to clear them at 10 hands a minute. So at £10 only 0.17 hours, which equates to, well, in minutes is probably about 10 minutes perhaps. At £5 is 0.33, so 20 minutes. So these look fine. I guess what I'm just trying to show here is that if we went down to a bet size of say £1, it's going to then take an hour and 40 minutes to clear the bonus, which probably is not worth it. So it's best to stick to just a high bet amount and see how it goes. With the win amount and chance, so again I've shown the same bet amounts. I built a small tool actually and ran samples of what would happen if I went and just bet these bet amounts. So if I take the first column as an example, bet size of 10, I basically tried to bet the £1,000 to clear the bonus, and I did this with 5,000 times. I had 5,000 samples. So of those 5,000, I only actually came out with a profit 7.6% of the time, and I guess it's clear to see why, in that obviously if I lose my first bet, I then have a balance of 0, and that was the end of that. However, across the sample, my average win was £10. The biggest win was £370, but like we covered at the start of the video, there's a winnings cap of £25 on Betfair's offer. As I move to the right of the table, so the bet sizings get lower, but you can see that the chance of winning, so my winning samples, improves and even goes up to about 31% when my bet size is down at 50p. However, the average win stays about the same. So really what we're talking about here is increasing our chance of winning. However, we have to put more time in to do that. So ultimately it doesn't really seem worth it. I mean, even if I go from the sort of 10 minutes at £10 to 20 minutes at £5, I'm only going from a chance of winning of 7.6% to 10%. And it's probably not worth it. So my recommendation on this free bet is to take it. There's obviously nothing to lose, and just have a whale of a time. Try and win and enjoy it, really. There's nothing to lose. So hopefully that makes sense. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Thanks for watching. If you've got any questions, please send me an email or get me on the chat window at freebetstats.com.